Right, let's take a quick look around before my base goes missing. I've said it a million times, so I won't labor on the point, but I am incredibly, incredibly proud of how this whole thing came together. I absolutely love this build. It's by far my favorite Minecraft build I have ever worked on. I love it. I love just walking around in the paths when I'm stuck for ideas. I literally just wander around. I get so much inspiration from this place. Yeah, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with this thing. And our temple dude up on the top, the Peace, Love and Plants temple, that really is just a finishing touch. Without that, there was just something missing. Now that it's in there, it's come together so well. The custom trees. I've even put me. I put custom trees on a build that Scar made. Me. I mean, what on earth? Nobody. It's like the biggest plot twist of all of Hermitcraft Season 8. That's still baffling to me. It's just, I don't know, I feel like I've grown so much during this season, and it's been such a cool experiment. It's been a whirlwind. We've done so much in such a short space of time. There's been so much variety. I mean, look, we've got Treeser, we've got my little tiny house set up, we've got Harmless Harvests, my first ever somewhat successful shop in Hermitcraft history. We had the Potato Boy Tater vendors, we've got the Wonder Wall, there was the Tree War. That's how Treeser actually came about. I forget about all this stuff. It seems like so long ago, but also so recent as well. We've got the fancy meeting room with the Mumbot, potato dispensing advice giver that eventually replaced me. Which, yeah, I don't know whether to love or hate this guy, to be honest with you. Let's be real, though. I was a pretty terrible CEO and an even worse janitor. So I don't think I'm deserving of any jobs, really. I mean, even little things that led to so much fun, like the Ender Pearl catching thing to stop people falling into the bottom hole and dying. I mean, me, Pearl, Scar, and Impulse just had such a blast with that thing. I know this sounds weird, but I find it crazy that these guys are still farming potatoes. Like, I put these guys in place maybe in the first week of Hermitcraft Season 8, they're still here. And they're still farming away, producing potatoes left, right, and center inside their gigantic potato-y room. I still love this place, actually. I used my potato face for reference on the walls. I mean, that's when you know it's a good build. Sports horses, it's been fun. It's been fun. You've led to a lot of laughs, a lot of drifts, and a whole lot of speeding tickets. They've cost me a fortune. Now, even though I was focusing a lot more on building and details, there are a handful of cool farms that I constructed, including this ghast farm, which is just ridiculous. I mean, it's all peace and quiet on the nether side, but if I log in with my camera account and see the other side where the ghasts are, this doesn't seem very peace, love, and plants. This is like the least peace, love, and plants farm I can possibly think of. Goodness gracious me. I don't think there's a worse noise. Oh, actually, there might be. This one could be worse. Is this a worse noise? I mean, the ghasts definitely go through your ears a little bit more, you know, it's definitely like, it's in the center of the brain, but there's just a special kind of awful to the sound of the Enderman dying. This farm is ridiculously efficient, though. It generates so many Ender Pearls. Totally unnecessary, because I don't really need that many Ender Pearls. I don't tend to use Ender Pearls. I was only using them for End Crystals. And I mean, how many End Crystals do you need? You could stand at this thing for literally 30 seconds and have more than enough End Crystals for like your entire lifetime. I'm not responsible for this, but this is incredibly gorgeous. This is really pretty. Been a little while since I've been over here. This Blaze Farm, this no-killing Blaze Farm is honestly one of my proudest farming achievements in this season. You see, Blaze are a little bit weird in that they don't drop Blaze rods unless they're killed by a player, which is a bit of a problem when you're a player that can't kill things. But thankfully, wolves kill blazes if the blaze shoots me first. So the blaze has to shoot me, or at least attempt to shoot me, then the wolf can kill the blaze. It doesn't count as a player kill on my statistics, which means that it's totally fine. Peace, love, and plants, baby. But it does count as a player kill on the blaze's end, which means it still drops a blaze rod. Fantastic. I had to spend many, many days working out how I was going to build this so that the wolf couldn't be killed by the blaze, but I could still be hit by the blaze, but then the wolf could hit the blaze. You know, there's all sorts of weirdness that has to go on here. I wasted a full day trying to do it with foxes as well, but unfortunately, foxes just weren't reliable, so wolf was the way to go, and I am super, super happy with how this design ended up working out. And that was the final piece of the puzzle that allowed me to get these things, the ultimate weapon for Hermitcraft Season 8. The guy who can't kill things was now armed with the thing that kills things the best. Man, this storage system is so cool. This is so cool. That roof is awesome. It looks like it goes on forever. Like, it makes the room look so much bigger than it is. And this room is big. And this alone is one of my coolest builds. You know, all of the builds that I've worked on have been my favorite builds. This is my favorite looking storage system. The exterior of my base is my favorite looking base. And I'm really happy with how everything has kind of tied together. I just think it looks really good. I really, really do. I really, really do. But, you know, the world around us is falling apart, and it is time for us to make an escape. I don't want to be sticking around here when this moon makes impact with the world, because that will not feel great. You know, the whole world is being torn apart, but I'm starting to think that maybe actually this isn't the moon's gravity putting the blocks up. The blocks themselves are actually deciding that they want to head out, you know? It's like, I'm not sticking around for this. I'm off. Just one more time. Just for old time's sake, really. I mean... Forget my base. This might be the best build I did this season. Goodbye, Peace, Love and Plants statue. Goodbye, base. Goodbye, Gigabase as a whole. I will definitely miss this incredible mountainous backdrop, and I'm hoping that the place that we travel to will have an equally impressive mountainous backdrop. But with that being said, this right here, this is going to be hard to top.